Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I just got out of the theaters to go see Godzilla Minus One. Um, Forgive me for not remembering anybody's name right now, um, because this is my out of the theater reaction to it. Godzilla Minus One is what the monster universe needs to look at, if you ask me. It's a good movie. It is a good movie. It's probably is better than the MonsterVerse version of Godzilla with King Kong. And the reason why I'm saying it is because they'll put all of these human characters in these movies, but they don't really mean nothing to the story. This really watch Minus One, and understand the struggle of the main character. I think his name is Takahashi. I believe I hope I said his name right. Um, and his guilt from abandoning war as a as a cosmicali as a kamikaze pilot in World War II, and then landing on a beach, a island where they repair these ships. These planes, only for then Godzilla to arrive, and mostly everybody died but him and another person, you know. And then imagine coming home after the air raids dropped on your home and everybody's gone, including your parents and your neighbor who discovered that you ran away, basically saying like, hey, you're a chicken, you're a coward, and basically don't want to have anything to do with you. So that leads to that kind of story. But we get to see Godzilla early on. They don't sugarcoat anything, because I remember in the MonsterVerse, especially in the MonsterVerse. Hold on. What is this? I'm sorry. Especially in the MonsterVerse, they always want to cover up, Godzilla or King Kong and hide them away until like close to the final battle of the franchise. And it's just like, no, here's Godzilla. Here's Godzilla. And you know what's so funny is Godzilla Minus One, the way they designed Godzilla, he looks like the early Godzilla movies. Like, I mean, if you've seen the early Godzilla, it's a man in a suit or whatever and stuff like that, which RIP, I believe the actor who played the original Godzilla, I think he finally died. I believe he was one of the stunt people who was in the Godzilla suit during that time. Or one of the people who portrayed Godzilla numerous times, and he died. But I like how they took that classic design and then they kind of CGI'd it up a little bit. And remember, this movie's made on a $15-30 million budget, while our Godzilla here, for the MonsterVerse, I'm quite sure, I think the movie's probably all of the movies probably had a budget of 200 to 100 million to 200 million, I believe. And that's kind of weird, honestly. I'm not sitting up there saying that it's justifiable or whatever. I'm not sitting up here saying that they can't do what they want to do, but maybe maybe minimalist, maybe minimalist, and it is a foreign film, so it's no English. The subtitles are in English, thank goodness, because I don't understand Japanese like that, even though I am a vivid anime watcher. I still do not comprehend that one, which is kind of strange, because I can understand other languages, even though I don't know how to reply back to them. I can understand them like as if it's translating in English, but I'm gonna say Asian languages. Asian languages, because that comes with Korea, that comes with Thai, that Taiwanese, Japanese. I'm not, because I really do not understand, like, my brain do not understand how any of that works. And I've been trying to look into like some of the stuff, especially with Japanese, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, like, I can get behind other languages, I guess because I work at the airport. So, and it's funny because we get a lot of a big migration of Asians coming around too. So you would think that I would be able to pick up a little bit of something, but all these years I'm like, what you say? It was so bad. It was so bad. Me and a passenger, we was communicating through Google Translate because that's how bad it was. Oh God, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind having. I still wouldn't mind having me an Asian friend. You know what I'm saying, that can speak another language that's from one of the Asian countries. I just think that's just a interesting thing, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. You guys are trying to hear my reaction to Godzilla -1. But I really want, you know, Hollywood to look at Godzilla -1 and just see, like, this is how you can do a Godzilla movie and make it interesting, make the human characters interesting, besides just them running from scene to scene. Because that was another problem. With I think that's another problem with just Godzilla stuff in general, especially here in America, is that we'll follow one character, but the main character isn't all that damn interesting, and we follow them throughout all of this. And then when the monster down, they were like, you know, you got one person that want to sympathize with Godzilla or King Kong, and then when the final battle happening and stuff like that, they want to try to drive into the confused man, and they be like, no, you can't do it. I gotta save Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? I gotta save Godzilla. I gotta get to Godzilla. And it's just like, no, you don't really have to, you know, get with Godzilla right now. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things, you know what I'm saying? Where they get through all of that nonsense, they're weaving and dodging, and then they finally get up to Godzilla or King Kong, and they're down, and it was like, you gotta get up, you gotta save everybody and stuff like that. Get up, and then all of a sudden they get up and they got this new juvenating, and then and you know, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So more of that than it was like Japanese people versus Godzilla. And we gonna figure out how we gonna defeat it. We done tried attacking, we done tried blowing them up, we done tried entanglement, but we gonna figure out a way to do it. And they did. And that was like the whole thing, while also developing the personal lives of the main characters and stuff like that, where you come to care about them. Like, that was the problem with me with the monster universe. I don't care about none of the characters. I don't. Maybe because I guess in America, how we would treat Godzilla compared to what Japanese would do, it's just like, damn, y'all really need to figure out something. Or if you're gonna do something like that, look at the Godzilla, the TV series. The one that they did that was based off of that terrible Matthew Barwick Zilla. They call it Zilla. They call him Zilla. But if you guys watch a TV series, which you should, I know that design is ugly as fuck. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's ugly. But if you really want to have like a communication between, like, you know, human characters that you can actually like and enjoy, and also have the Godzilla thing, or the monster thing, you need to look at like Godzilla the series and King Kong the series, because both of those series showed you like how to do human characters. And these are cartoons that came out in the 90s or the early 2000s, I believe. The Godzilla show was on Kids WB, and the King Kong show was on Jetix. So that depends on who your channel is. But other than that, it's really good. It's honestly one of the best Godzilla movies I've seen in a long time. Probably, well, no, because I'm going to say the best Godzilla movie ever, because I haven't seen all of the old Godzilla movies. I've seen a few, because, you know, when I was growing up, black and white TV, grandma and them had, and those old classic channels, they would show that stuff. So I don't really know much. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a big lore on Godzilla, but I will say -1 is probably one of the best Godzilla movies I've ever seen. And I hope somebody on YouTube, if you see this or whatever, I hope to God I want somebody to do some My Hero Academia You Say Run with Takahashi versus Godzilla. Please. I beg. I want somebody to do it. Because it ain't gonna be me, because copyright strikes and shit like that on the channel, which doesn't make any damn sense, you know. You can edit the clips, you can talk over it, and sometimes I still get, like, you know, blocked or whatever and stuff like that. I mean, I got one strike, but I appealed it and I got it off of the thing, because it's just like, come on now, really? We're trying to appeal because I'm criticizing a character and a drawing of that character is in it. I'm still criticizing the character. That was the whole point of the criticism. So yeah, Godzilla -1. Go see it. It is amazing. I finally got a chance to see it because y'all know I be busy at the airport. You know, sometimes I wish I didn't have this airport job. Sometimes I wish I had like a 9 to 5 or something like that. That'll be interesting. That way I can do more videos and stuff like that. Put a little bit more time into the YouTube stuff. Maybe one day, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be great if the channel kind of blew up to the point where I can be like, yeah, fuck this airport shit, I'm doing YouTube full time. Or at least go to conventions or something like that. You know what I mean? But we just y'all know I'm just bullshitting around. But no, I actually enjoyed -1, and I think you guys will probably enjoy -1. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And you know, if you can't, you know, watch it in theaters, I'm just gonna. But yeah, and if you did see it, let me know in the comment section below, because I really want to know, like, what did you guys think? The design is very interesting. And don't forgive me for my ignorance on Japanese culture for the 1940s, because I would have never thought Japanese people was dressing like that in the 1940s. Like, I knew it was here in the United States, but I didn't know some of that style was in Japan. It was fascinating to see. Fascinating. It was like, wow, look at the style in the 1940s in Japan. Like, that is interesting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my little thing with with Godzilla -1. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very character driven. I cared about the human characters, which is a first, because honestly, most Godzilla stuff I don't care about. I just want to see Godzilla defeat the monster of the day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised that no monster showed up but Godzilla. It was like, nope, it's Godzilla and it's the humans versus Godzilla, you know. So that was really cool. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.